So today I'm talking about self-confidence versus confidence. If you are struggling from a lack of confidence or some self-doubt right now, I'm going to explain to you in this video a very powerful way to look at it so that you can start moving forward without having, quote unquote, all the experience that you think that you need to have, without having all those certifications that you think you might need to have. So stay tuned. The biggest thing that people normally come to me with around their self-confidence is that they believe that they need to have done things before in order to be able to convince somebody that they are capable of doing the thing in the future. Like, how do I convince somebody that I can do something that I've never actually done before? The problem that you're having is you first think that you need to have that, right? That you need to have had an experience and have a story to tell where you've already done the thing. And the problem with that is if you haven't done the thing yet, then you don't have that experience to draw from and you feel kind of stuck, right? You're like, well, I haven't done it because no one's given me the chance to do it. So I can't explain how I can do it because I haven't done it, right? So it's that trap that we fall into, like, I don't have experience, but no one will give me a job because I don't have the experience. Therefore, how am I supposed to get experience? And therefore, I'm stuck and I can't get the job. However, we know that there are people who do not have experience, do not have that specific experience yet, and are still able to get hired in jobs where they get trained, where they get the resources and the tools given to them, where they get the mentorship and the information to be able to move forward and do it, right? We know that that's possible because we know that that happens every day, right? So definitely something that's happened for me and lots of my clients, right? So I can tell you right now, if you're in that frustrated trap, it's not a thing. It's a belief that you have because somebody told you, no, you don't have the experience. And so you believed, okay, that must be true everywhere for everything, for everyone. It's not. I'm going to explain to you the difference here. Confidence is drawing upon something you've done before, right? So maybe you've poured a glass of milk before, you've cooked pancakes before, you've got up, walked down the stairs before. You have confidence that you can do those things because you've done them before. And self-confidence is your ability to believe that you can figure things out that you have never done before, which you have also done in a lot of instances in your life. There was the first time that you made pancakes and you didn't know how to do it. So maybe you had to read the instructions on the box and you didn't know exactly how that was going to work or how they were going to turn out. But you had the confidence to try it anyway, go through and see what happened. And maybe the first one didn't turn out so well. And then maybe on your fifth or sixth one, you were starting to get the hang of it, right? We all have situations where we have decided to just get going and do something even before we knew how to do it. Even before we maybe had instructions. Maybe we had instructions, we didn't read them. Maybe the instructions didn't actually work and we had to think for ourselves to figure something out. So quite often, if an employer tells you to go figure something out, you're probably going to go figure it out, right? You're going to Google, you're going to ask somebody, you're going to call a friend, you're going to ask one of your other colleagues who maybe knows more about it. You have a lot of tools and resources that you already have to figure something out you've never done. So that's the difference between confidence and self-confidence. And the problem that we all have is that we sometimes think that nobody's going to hire us if we haven't had that experience. But when you truly have that belief that you can figure it out, even if you haven't yet, like you build that evidence up in your mind of the things that you've done before, then you're going to be able to have that evidence and bring that with you and talk about it like it's a done deal, right? Like, no, I haven't done that before, but I can figure that out. One of my colleagues, she interviewed somebody and she said in the interview, the candidate in the interview said, I might not know how to do everything, but I know I can figure anything out, right? And she said it with such confidence. And you can believe that about yourself. You can just decide to believe that about yourself. And nobody can tell you that you can't. Nobody can say, oh, yeah, you can't. Other people can figure things out that they haven't done, but you can't. And if they say that to you, you get to believe that they're wrong. You get to choose that, right? The difference between confidence and self-confidence is very important. So I want you to ask yourself, where are you right now on a scale of 1 to 10 in self-confidence? How confident are you that if you were given the job and then you were given an assignment, that you'd be able to figure it out? If you're not at a 10, why are you not at a 10? I can help you figure that out. So this is one of the first things I work with my clients is getting them to a 10 out of 10 with their self-confidence. And this shows up when they go to the interview and when they're able to talk about their accomplishments before, when they're able to just talk about themselves and see themselves as somebody who can figure things out, right? So ask yourself where you're at, why you're at where you're at, and what would it be like? Imagine if you did believe that you were a 10 out of 10 on your self-confidence and you could literally figure anything out that you needed to. Imagine how that would change your entire life. If you'd like more help with this, you can get my free training. Get started with me. It's called Get a Better Job in 30 Days. We talk about all the things that are within your control to get your next opportunities, your next promotion, get raises, get where you want to go in your career. So that's what we're going to talk about. And if you'd like to hear more from me, I also have a podcast. We'll link it up in the links below if you'd like to listen. And keep in mind that if you are able to see yourself in that light where you have 10 out of 10 self-confidence, you can literally do anything. So if you're not at that point right now, that's okay. That's what I'm here to help you with. So click the link and sign up, and I will see you over there. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment. I will see you next week. Cool. Bye.